Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam, free online classes in science. And we are coming to the last topic, namely pollution of air and water. What are air and water? They are the most essential things, correct? What you call is one of the Panchabhutas. Can you name what are the Panchabhutas? Air, come on, water, sky, fire and earth, correct? So, out of this, air and water are the most essential. And before you come into today's topic, let us just recall what all the things you know about air. So, all of you have seen in your previous classes that air is a mixture. What is a mixture? Not the mixture what you eat, of course that also is a mixture. Here mixture means the components are not composed in a definite proportion. So, for example, air consists of nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and the remaining 1% we have carbon dioxide, argon, methane, ozone and water vapor, and also some dust particle also is there. So, air is a mixture because all these content are not in proper proportion, okay. And also you should note that one of the most beautiful buildings of the world, you can call it as one of the 7 wonders of the world. What is this building called? Anybody? Yes, it is Taj Mahal. And this, how many have seen Taj Mahal? No, you have seen in TV, correct? Not seen practically, okay. It is made up of marble and it was very shining luster it had. But now due to the pollution, the Taj Mahal of Agra is one of the 7 wonders of the world. The beauty of this monument in white marble is spoilt by air pollution. Do you know why this building is built? Yeah, in the name of his wife. Whose wife? Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is the second king of the Mughal dynasty. Who was the first king? Babur. So, Shah Jahan's wife, in the name of his wife, he has built this building, okay, and one of the most attractive building. But this beauty of the building is lost due to the pollution of air. Let us see one by one what is it. So, when you say nature, our environment consists of pure water, fresh air, beautiful nature of plants, animals, birds and so on, correct? We enjoy it. How many have that habit of seeing nature and enjoying? Nowadays, because of these mobiles and TV and so on, people have lost the natural enjoyment. Now, the quality of the environment is fading due to the pollution of air, water, even food also. So, mostly it is polluted now. Of course, in villages you can find some fresh air, fresh nature. So, make a habit every day 5 minutes spend in nature, enjoying the plants or the forest, birds, water flowing, moonlight and so on. That gives you peace of mind, it gives you enjoyment, okay. And let us just recall or just let's revise what is meant by air pollution. So, what are these? Yes, of course, all of you know they are nothing but vehicles. How many know driving of vehicles? Yes, bike, motorbike. Yes, most of you know, right? And scooter, okay, you are not permitted, only after 18 years you have to ride a vehicle, right? Okay, and these are the 3-wheelers, what you call it, auto rickshaws, and these are the 4-wheelers called by car. Then I have a mini bus and so on. Photography is nice, correct? But photo is nice, vehicles also nice, but pollution is not nice. So, we can survive for some time without food. You might have heard about yogis in Himalayas who live for so many days without food, but we cannot survive even for a few minutes without air, correct? So, air is very, very important. You know, one incident in the life of, in the story of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, one of his disciples, you know, pressurize or compel his Guru Sri Ramakrishna to give him some divine experience. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, wait, the time has not come, but he was pressurizing so much. Then he took him to the well, there nearby there is a well, and the well he made him to, he pushed him down. For about 2-3 minutes he pushed him in his head, and for 3 minutes he was struggling. After that he just released his head, and then he asked, how you are gasping for air, correct? You felt that you are going to die. Like that you must have zeal for God, that I should enjoy God's love, enjoy God's bliss, peace and so on. So, if that type of craving is there, then you progress in everything, okay. So, air is very, very important. So, without breathing, man or any animals do not survive. Of course, for a few minutes it can, but not for long time. And also you have seen, you may have covered your nose while passing a sugar factory. How many have seen the sugar factory? Have you gone inside? Yeah, you have gone inside, okay. You will be permitted to eat as much you want, but you are not permitted to bring out. No sugar should be brought out, correct. And once you come out of the factory, you find some bad smell there, and black liquid will be going out. Have you observed? Yes. Why that bad smell? That bad smell is due to the alcohol that is produced, ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, and that is why near sugar factory you have to cover your nose. And also in a brick kiln, in the villages you find brick kiln where bricks are prepared, there also smoke will be going out. And there if you stand for some time, you find coughing, get some coughing, even a busy road also with a lot of vehicles going out, you experience coughing. So, all this will happen due to the pollution of air. So, one activity you can think of this. On the basis of your experience, compare the quality of air at the following places. So, what are they doing here? They are riding a vehicle, correct? They are riding a vehicle, there will be smoke produced. So, compare the quality of air in a park, in a busy road, Which is better? Park is better, correct? Because inside the park the vehicles are not allowed. In a busy road there will be thousands of vehicles, correct, and there will be pollution. A residential area and industrial area. A residential area there will not be much pollution, correct, and there is no vehicle allowed inside that area. Whereas industrial area there is a lot of pollution. You might have seen big chimneys in which all the unwanted gases like sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide and all other gases will be going out. You might have seen in the factory area. So, we like this residential area than industrial area. A busy traffic intersection at different times of the day. See, you can see the busy traffic. Which period of the day you find busy traffic? In the early morning, say after 8 to 11, or in the lunch hour, afternoon, evening, say after 4 to 6, lot of traffic, especially Bangalore. You see thousands of vehicles in all busy areas, and it leads to what is called as air pollution and sound pollution also, but sometimes it is inevitable. A village and a town, which do you prefer? Of course, some of you say we will enjoy town, but there is a lot of pollution, do not forget. Village, less pollution, vehicles also less, sound also less, then air also will be fresh in villages, correct. So, you can compare the quality of air, and also you can compare the difference between polluted air and pure air, is it not? Polluted air will have gases like sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, etc. But fresh air will have oxygen, nitrogen, etc. So, like that we can make a difference. Now, what is this about? This is a smoke. So, on the basis of observation in the above activity will be the differences in the amount of smoke in the atmosphere, correct. When you say residential area and factory area, where the smoke will be more, it will be in the industries area, okay. So, amount of smoke, just you can see this is a factory and this is the chimney, what you call it, and this is the polluted gas that is coming out, and this gas will be spoiling our health also. So, we have to be careful. Of course, industries also is very important, because for production of goods industries are inevitable. That is why always they prefer to have these industries in the outskirts of the city, not in the city. Have you observed? So, this is the smoke produced by a power plant, mostly it may be Raichur power plant, and when the air is contaminated by unwanted substances which have harmful effect on both living and non-living, it is known as air pollution. So, what is air pollution? Air is contaminated by unwanted substances. What do you mean unwanted substances? Like it may be dust, it may be smoke, it may be some gases like sulfur dioxide, etc., which have harmful effect. What is harmful effect? When you inhale this, dirty air, smoky air, it will have effect on living and non-living. Living means human beings, birds, animals and so on. Non-living means buildings, it will affect the buildings also, just like Taj Mahal. So, this is what is meant by air pollution. Okay? And how it is produced? It is produced by what are substances called as air pollutants. The substances that cause air pollution is called air pollutants. And for example, you have sulfur dioxide, you have nitrogen oxides and so on. The factories, the power plant, the automobile exhaust, burning of firewood, dung cake, etc. See, this is the factory area. Mostly it may be Mangalore, petroleum refinery, and there you see the smoke here, and this will go to the atmosphere, and that is why the people of that area will be black in color, most of them. In the dress also will be become black. Lot of carbon particles. Correct? See this vehicle, especially in Karnataka, most of the roads are not in proper condition except highways. Highways are very nice, but village roads and the roads which are inside, lot of pits, and there will be lot of smoke and dust, and in burning of the firewood, that also pollutes the atmosphere. And dung cakes, of course the effect is not so dangerous, but anyway there will be carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, etc. So, all this smoke that is produced, that will invariably contain carbon content, and the carbon will be added to the atmosphere, that you are going to inhale, and it will spread to all the parts including plants, forest area and so on. So, this smoke is not at all good. This is one of the sources where the pollution of air takes place. Of course, all this you have seen in your daily life, correct? So, some more sources. Natural sources like smoke and dust arising from the forest fires and volcanic eruptions. So, here you see this is called forest fires. Some crooked minded people will burn in the summer time. They will pollute the atmosphere by what are called as forest fires. Sometimes it catches fire of its own accord due to heat and sunlight of the, but sometimes people only will create fire there, and due to which many of the plants will get burnt off, many of the animals, birds, everything is disturbed, and even the factory smoke also. And what about this here? This is what is called as volcanic eruptions. What is eruption? Eruption means coming out. What is it coming out? It is called as lava. So, there will be, you can see this red color liquid. Where it happens? It is in the earth's surface due to high temperature and pressure. The liquid, what is called as magma, inside the earth's crust will gush out due to high temperature and pressure, and that comes out in the form of what is called smoke here, also in the form of lava, hot material coming out. So, what does it do? It creates pollution of atmosphere. Can you name some of the places where this volcanic eruption take place? Yes, Japan is. There is one mount, very big mountain is there, which Fusiyama is called, and in Vesuvius, Pompeii and so on. There will be continuous, regular volcanic eruptions, and that will come out. It is a natural calamity, of course, nobody can control that, Only thing is, you should not go on digging the earth surface. You should save the soil, correct? And about sources of air pollution, we have poisonous gases emitted by vehicles using petroleum fuels. See here, the petroleum fuels, especially some of the lorry, trucks, they use kerosene, very dangerous. Instead of diesel, they put kerosene, and sometimes when the vehicles clash each other, they burn off. Due to that burning, lot of smoke is produced. Sometimes the tires burst, is it not? So, all these calamities lead to gases like carbon monoxide, CO, which is a poisonous gas again. So, how to avoid that? You must have a mask. Nose mask is available, especially two-wheelers. You have to use masks there. Otherwise, these poisons will affect our health. Many respiratory problems. But respiratory means what? Difficulty in breathing. So, that is one of the most dangerous diseases like asthma, cough, wheezing, etc., especially in the cold season. It is those who are lungs who are weak, they will be affected by the respiratory problems. Even this poisonous gas also will affect, and that is why one must use, especially two-wheelers should use what is called as masks, gas mask. So, otherwise it leads to all these are what is called as breathing problems, asthma, cough, wheezing, etc. And automobiles which burn petrol and diesel are also produce tiny particles which remain suspended in the air for long periods. So, when the smoke of the vehicle come, it is difficult to see the other vehicles coming near. It reduces visibility, means you can't see which vehicle is coming, which vehicle is going, and sometimes dust also. When the vehicle goes in the side, there will be mud road, there will be lot of dust produced, and that dust we cannot see the vehicle coming in front. So much of accident also take place in such places. Therefore, what is the solution? Solution is improving the quality of roads, improving the quality of engines. Good old vehicles should be discarded. The engines are very old, and most importantly, the diesel and petrol what they use for vehicles should be of good quality. They should not mix this kerosene or any low cheap quality materials. It again lead to pollution. Okay. So, reduce visibility means you can't see the vehicles coming in front. So, for example, Delhi is the most air polluted city in the world, not only country. Country it is number one. The world also it is listed in the list. Delhi comes up there because there are some reasons for that, and especially the number of vehicles is also more. Weather also is extreme. It is too cold, goes to minus sometimes 0, 2 degrees, sometimes minus also, too cold, and even in summer also too hot, extreme weathers, lot of vehicles, all these cause what is called as one of the most polluted city in the country. So, what is the solution for that? The Delhi administration has thought about it, and now they are introducing, instead of petrol and diesel, they are introducing CNG. What is CNG? Compressed natural gas, instead of petrol or diesel in the vehicles. So, there will be no smoke in that. So, that is our solution. And what are the effects of air pollution? Next one is power plants give out tiny ash particles which also pollute the atmosphere and cause ill health to some of the people, animals and birds. Just now I was telling about that Raichur power plant, for example. So that the ash particles coming out of the factory will spread in the atmosphere there. They are tiny carbon particles. They will go and settle down in the leaves of the trees, on the vehicles, on the persons who move there, on all the fruits what they sell, vegetables, all the roadside things will be affected. So that also causes ill health. And non-living objects are also affected by air pollution. Discoloring of white marble of the Taj Mahal is one example. So many buildings, Taj Mahal is one example, many buildings are affected by the air pollution. And what is the solution for that? Solution is, there are so many solutions also, to grow more trees. That is why all the factories are compulsorily expected to grow more trees around the factory, because just to avoid pollution of the atmosphere. So, here is one thing you must note, with the vehicles, do you know this? The vehicles registered in Delhi are lined up one after the other. Total length would be nearly equal to lengths of two longest rivers in the world, Nile river and Amazon. This is only comparison. That means the number of vehicles is so much that it is equal to the length of Nile and Amazon. So much of vehicle is there in Delhi. Of course, it is a capital city. All people throng there, for especially political people, and because it is a central government, and naturally people will go there in large numbers. So they will have a lot of vehicles, and naturally you can expect lot of pollution. Okay. And one more effect of air pollution is what is called as smog. Smoke plus fog is called smog. Look at the spelling, S-M-O-G, S-M-O-K-E smoke, F-O-G is fog. So this is what is called as smog. Where do you get smoke? Smoke will come out of the factory or of the vehicles. And where do you get fog? Fog is due to the depression in the atmosphere. In the early mornings especially, you get fog. And during winter, there is a lot of fog. So smoke contains oxides of nitrogen which combine with air pollutants and fog to form smog. So smoke plus fog becomes smog, especially in the early mornings. Okay. So there will be fog here, there will be smoke produced by the vehicles and also factories and so on. These two combined will get what is called as smog. Okay. So due to industries also, many industries are also responsible for causing air pollution. So this is what is called chimneys of the industries, and these chimneys will allow all this polluted air outside. And of course, nowadays they will use some charged particles, charged plates of copper etc. to attract the carbon particles that is formed here. So anyway, for example, if you go to Bhadravati, you can experience that. There are two important factories there, Bhadravati. Have you seen that? Paper factory and VASL, Vishweshwaraya Industry in Iron and Steel Mill Limited. So that factories will give smoke like this, and the gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide etc. are produced from the smoke. Okay. So sulfur dioxide is produced by the combustion of fuels like coal in power plants. So when a coal burns, it produces carbon dioxide also, carbon monoxide also, and when sulfur burns, it forms sulfur dioxide, So, these are all, this will cause what is called respiratory problems, including permanent lung damage. So, lungs will be affected so much because of the poisonous gases present in the atmosphere. So, and one more thing you must note, what is called as CFC. What is CFC? Chlorofluorocarbon. Come on, tell 5 times. Chlorofluorocarbon. So, what is CFC? How it is produced? So, it is another kind of air pollutants that are used in refrigerators, air conditioners, aerosol sprays, etc. So, there are some good use also. In fridge you might have seen that gas, that is called as CFC, and in air conditions also. Some of you may have AC in your house, correct? That contains CFC, and some sprays also comes. Sprays, SPRAYS. And sprays means just to give a good smell to the room. Suppose some guests are coming to your house, what you can have spray. So, by using sprays, whole house will be giving good smells. That is CFC is responsible. At the same time, CFC will damage also the ozone layer of the atmosphere. So, this is the atmosphere. This atmosphere consisting of different gases like carbon dioxide, methane, sulfur dioxide, etc. And this is O3. What is O3? Ozone. What is ozone? Ozone is one of the forms of oxygen. You can say the higher derivative of oxygen is called ozone, allotropic form of oxygen. Okay. So, this ozone is very important. It is protecting our earth from the dangers of the sun's rays like ultraviolet rays and different kinds of rays that fall on the earth's surface. He is controlled by ozone layer. So, this ozone layer is affected by CFC. How that CFC form? Burning of plastics. Nowadays a very big headache. Even G20 nations also discussed in length how to reduce that. Tons and tons together of plastic is being burnt all over the world, and that produces CFC, and that is the danger of CFC. So, what does it do? It creates holes in the ozone layer. You might have heard about holes that is produced in the ozone layer, which is very dangerous, where the ultraviolet rays directly attack. So, this is how they directly attacked, and if there is ozone layer in between, that will protect the earth's atmosphere. So, there is another danger from the ozone layer, another danger from CFC. So, ozone layer protects us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. CFC molecules are highly stable and can last for up to 100 years. Unfortunately, this gives the plenty of time to find their way to ozone layers. So, ozone layer over Antarctica is very thin. It is sometimes called the hole in that ozone layer. Antarctica and Arctica you might have heard about. What you call the top and bottom of the Earth's globe. So, there it has become hole, it has created hole. The word ozone means smelly, the Greek, because the gas has a strong odor, strong smell. One chlorine molecule from a CFC can destroy up to 1 lakh of ozone molecules. So, one chlorine molecule can destroy 1 lakh of ozone molecules. So, that big holes are made. Now, how to solve this problem? That is to create more and more of oxygen, and by which more and more ozone, and just filling up. That is being done by all the scientists of the world. So, now let us see some home assignments. What is air pollution? At an individual level, how can you help to reduce air pollution? Will you think about it? Okay. State the difference between pure and polluted air. What are chlorofluorocarbons? Mention their uses, not dangers. What do you mean by smog? What are the effects of smog on the atmosphere? Okay. Try to answer these questions. Okay. Now let us see what Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai says. You should always be alert and be ready to do whatever your Guru tells you to do. So here Guru means Brahmajnani. What the teacher is telling, it is called a teacher. He is called a teacher in the classroom. Guru is one who is Gunatita and Rupatita. So Sadguru Madhusudan Sai is one such Guru. So you have to be alert to follow what he says. Be an instrument in the hands of, in his hands to fulfill his wish. Okay, just like this instrument here, is it not? Mouthpiece. Like that, be an instrument in his hands and he will work out through the instrument. Okay. So, I think all of you will prepare answers for the home assignments. Come prepared for the next class. Thank you.